Welcome all. So now we will see voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So next point is voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So we are using inverting amplifier for voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So inverting amplifier is nothing but uses a voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So I will just draw the diagram. So we have two terminals, inverting, non-inverting. Minus means inverting, no, plus means non-inverting. So here non-inverting terminal is grounded. Then output is connected through a feedback feedback resistance RF, and we have one more resistance R1, and this R1 resistance is connected to the input Vin. So the input is applied to the negative terminal, inverting terminal of op-amp. So definitely if input is positive, if input is with the polarity plus minus, then output generated is with minus plus, because the input is given to the negative terminal. Here it is given to the negative terminal. Then here the feedback network is this simply RF. So this is the feedback circuit in voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Then I will use the notation ACL means closed loop gain, closed loop voltage gain. A means same notation, open loop voltage gain. B means feedback path gain. B is feedback path gain. And you know that for non-inverting amplifier it is R1 upon R1 plus RF. For inverting amplifier also it is R1 upon R1 plus RF. Now we have one more term called as K. K is nothing but attenuation factor. So your gain will get attenuated here by this factor K, and its value is RF upon R1 plus RF. So by this factor your gain will get attenuated. So first point is the voltage gain. First point is closed loop voltage gain. So for voltage shunt feedback amplifier, first point is closed loop voltage gain. So ACL is closed loop voltage gain, ACL equal to minus. Why this minus sign is coming? Because we have applied input. Our input signal is applied to the negative terminal of op-amp. Here it is applied to the negative terminal of op-amp. That's why the gain is negative for this network. Gain value is negative for this network. And it is nothing but for non-inverting amplifier, what is your gain? A upon 1 plus AB. But here it is also getting multiplied by this attenuation factor K. And K is RF upon R1 plus RF. Okay. Now, when to use this formula? You have to use this formula. Use this formula if open loop gain is finite. Whenever your open loop gain is finite, or in the question they mention the open loop gain is this much, we should use this formula to calculate the closed loop voltage gain. And if the open loop gain is infinite, if open loop gain is infinite, so substitute A value is infinity, solve that. So we will, and substitute the value of K, substitute the value of B. So if I solve this, it comes out as minus RF by R1. So this is the closed loop gain. So this is the ideal case. This one is the ideal case. This is the ideal case. So in ideal case, the gain of inverting amplifier is minus RF upon R1. Okay, next is input resistance. Next point is input resistance. So if we solve, then input resistance with feedback, RIF is indicating input resistance with feedback, it comes out as R1 plus RF divided by 1 plus A parallel with the input resistance. So this formula I don't expect you to remember, but observation is important. And if I put A value as infinity, so this term RF upon 1 plus infinity, so this term becomes 0, this will become 0, and 0 parallel with 0 means short circuit, parallel with any resistance, so overall it becomes 0, right? So your input resistance is approximately, even though the values of A, RF, Rin, if you solve this, it will be approximately R1 only. So we will remember this formula of input resistance for inverting amplifier, that is voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So we have to remember this formula, we will not remember this formula. Okay, so input resistance with feedback, RIF is input resistance, RIF is the input resistance with feedback for a voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Okay, so what is your observation here? This R1 is generally in kilo ohm and open loop input resistance is 2 mega ohm. So what is your observation? So this observation is important here. In voltage shunt feedback amplifier, input resistance decreases. Your input resistance is decreased. Your input resistance decreases. So whenever we use this feedback amplifier, so your input resistance decreases. Okay, third is the output resistance. Now the story is same. It is same as the non-inverting amplifier or voltage series feedback amplifier. So output resistance is ROIF equal to RO divided by 1 plus A into B. This formula is used when A is finite and it becomes 0, A is infinite. So it is the same as the voltage series feedback amplifier. So here ROF is indicating, what is ROF is indicating? Output resistance with feedback. Output resistance with feedback. And RO is indicating output resistance without feedback. Without feedback, that means open loop. You can say that it is the open loop. Then fourth is the bandwidth. Fourth one is the bandwidth. So bandwidth is FF equal to F0 1 plus AB, same as the voltage series feedback amplifier. So this formula is used. A is when A is finite and it is nothing but infinity when A is infinite, that means ideal case. Ideal case. Okay, so we will just summarize, and one more is there which is also common for both the feedback amplifier, that is the output offset voltage. So whenever we apply the feedback, your output offset voltage get reduced by this factor 1 plus AB. तो ये भी एक अच्छा एडवांटेज है कि आउटपुट ऑफसेट वोल्टेज भी आपका कम हो रहा है. जब हम वोल्टेज सीरीज या वोल्टेज शंट फीडबैक एम्पलीफायर यूज कर रहे हैं तो आउटपुट ऑफसेट वोल्टेज इज ऑल्सो रिड्यूस्ड बाय दिस फैक्टर 1 upon 1 plus AB. By this factor it is getting reduced. So I will just summarize both the feedback amplifier So here is the parameter in this column. In this column, voltage series, here voltage shunt. So first is the which amplifier is used for voltage series? We are using non-inverting amplifier. We are using inverting amplifier. Okay, then first parameter, let us say, is the closed loop gain. Closed loop gain. So here for voltage series it is A upon 1 plus AB. Here it is minus AK upon 1 plus AB, where K is the attenuation factor, RF upon R1 plus RF. Then second is, I will just write there, feedback path gain. Same is there for both the amplifier. Feedback path gain is B equal to R1 upon R1 plus RF. Here also feedback path gain is R1 upon R1 plus RF. Then attenuation factor is also same, it is different. Attenuation factor for voltage series feedback amplifier, attenuation factor is 1. It is 1. For voltage series feedback amplifier, attenuation factor is 1. But for non-inverting amplifier, that is voltage shunt feedback amplifier, it is RF upon R1 plus RF. Okay. So closed loop gain हो गया, सिंपल है, याद रख सकेंगे आप. A upon 1 plus AB minus AK upon 1 plus AB. Then closed loop gain ideal. Closed loop gain ideal. Closed loop gain ideal value. For non-inverting amplifier or voltage series feedback amplifier, it is 1 plus ACL equal to 1 plus RF by R1. Here it is ACL equal to minus RF by R1. Then fifth is the input resistance. Input resistance, it is R in F equal to R in 1 plus AB. Here it is R in F equal to R1. Okay. R in F equal to R1. Then output resistance. And ideal value is R in F equal to infinity. This is the ideal value. This is the R in F approximately R1 and it is R1 only. So remember this, input resistance is R1 for voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Input resistance is R1 for voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Okay, now output resistance. So R0 equal to R0 divided by 1 plus AB. Here also same formula, R0 divided by 1 plus AB. Then seventh is the bandwidth. Bandwidth is open loop bandwidth into 1 plus AB, open loop bandwidth into 1 plus AB. So similarity is there, so our burden is reduced. And eighth one is the output offset voltage, and it is nothing but VOOS equal to VSAT plus minus VSAT divided by 1 plus AB. Here also it is same, VOOS equal to plus minus VSAT divided by 1 plus AB. So at both the place the formula is same. Quickly, and one important point, here input resistance is increasing with voltage series feedback amplifier. It is increasing, but with voltage shunt feedback amplifier it is decreasing. So there can be question like voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Options are increases input resistance, decreases output resistance. Second option can be decrease input resistance, decrease output resistance. Like that there can be 4 combination: increase input resistance, increase output resistance, decrease input resistance, increase output resistance. So correct answer is voltage shunt feedback amplifier decreases input resistance as well as output resistance. It will decrease both the input resistance as well as output resistance. Now one more question: find input resistance. Find input resistance. So we have this circuit, V in here, then 10 kilo ohm. It is given to the inverting amplifier, and RF is the feedback resistance, 30 kilo ohm. So what is input resistance? So it is an inverting amplifier. It is an inverting amplifier, or you can say voltage shunt feedback amplifier. It is a voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So here input resistance is, this is R1, this is RF. So here input resistance is R1 only. So with feedback input resistance is R1. Now can you tell me what is the gain? Gain is minus RF by R1. So it comes out as minus 30k by 10k. So its gain is minus 3. Okay. Now one important point, that voltage series non-inverting amplifier, voltage shunt inverting amplifier. For inverting amplifier gain is negative. For non-inverting amplifier gain is positive, and it is 1 plus RF by R1. Okay, this is the gain. Then this voltage series feedback amplifier increases input resistance, decreases output resistance. Voltage shunt feedback amplifier decreases input resistance, decreases output resistance. Okay, so we will stop here. Thank you.